Welcome to The Debrief, where we talk with the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the headlines they're covering this week and where the story's going next. I'm Sarah Westwood, and I'm here today with commentary editor Conn Carroll. And Conn, Democratic states all across the country this week started lifting their indoor mask mandates, and some of them even their school mask mandates. And almost all of them cited, a change in the science for doing that. Has there been any new scientific evidence at all that has emerged to support this change, or is it maybe something else that's driving it?
Yeah, no, there's really been no scientific change. There's no big study that's come out that said, oh, we thought a COVID spread in schools before, now it clearly does not. That just didn't happen. But you have seen just a pivotal change in COVID politics happen in the nation this week. And it started in all places of New Jersey, where Governor Phil Murphy said that he was going to end the mask mandate in schools. And then it was like a dam breaking. You had Rhode Island, Massachusetts follow suit, specifically in schools. And then governors in California, Oregon, Delaware and Connecticut all followed suit, announcing ending their own mask mandates. So it really has become just a pivotal moment nationwide.
And despite all that, and the fact that these Democratic governors appear to be responsive to what their constituents want, the White House then came out this week also and said they oppose the moves to end the mask mandates and, sticking by CDC guidance that suggests people still wear masks. What could possibly be the end game of the White House there?
The CDC really seems to be dragging their feet here. Remember, this is a entity that has been wrong on pretty much everything. This is an entity that was forced to admit they made up the 6 feet rule out of whole cloth that had no scientific basis whatsoever. And they're really stuck trying to play catch up to the rest of the nation here. And Biden is just stuck in a hard place because not only are Republicans way out in front of him on responding to what the people want, but now his own party, Democratic governors around the nation, are out in front of him too. So he looks like he's just following at this point.
And there's been reporting that Democrats want to sort of find a way to take credit for ending the restrictions and ending the pandemic when it comes to the midterms. But given that Democrats have all along been the primary supporters of COVID restrictions, do you think that's possibly a credible strategy?
They're going to try. The head of the DCCC, Sean Maloney, he's a congressman from upstate New York. He's went on CNN last night and said, Democrats, our COVID policy works. Now is the time is return to normal. And that second part, now is the time to return to normal, most Americans want to hear. But that first part, your policy works, like how, when, where? And you see it a little bit on the White House too. Jen Psaki from the podium earlier this week said, look, there's what Phil Murphy is doing in New Jersey is completely different than what Ron DeSantis did in Florida, but that's just not true. DeSantis always gave people the option of wearing masks, and Democrats are now just copying that, but they're trying to act like it's a big difference when it's really not.
And finally, of all those states that you listed that are easing mask mandates, only 4 of them actually took off the school mask mandates. Some of them are only taking off the mask mandates when it comes to adults in businesses. Mm-hmm. And in Virginia, you have liberal parents fighting to keep those school mask mandates in place. Do you think that the school masking component of the COVID policies is going to be perhaps the most contentious?
Possibly, but even then, you talk about Virginia and Fairfax, one of the bellwether counties, just announced Friday that they're going to have their own off-ramp. They're going to end their mandatory policy within the next couple months. So it just, the people are so tired of it, so over it, that even though nothing has changed, Democrats are just going to have to admit defeat on this one.
Well, Conn, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
You can get more reporting from Conn and the rest of the commentary team at WashingtonExaminer.com.